Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I'm going to share with you the traditional origami crane, probably one of the more popular origami that you can do. And for this particular origami you need just one piece of origami paper, and I'm using a piece of paper that's 15 by 15 centimeters, which is a standard size for origami. What we want to do first is to start off with a square base. So with the color side facing down, I'm going to fold my paper in half, both vertically and horizontally. Then I'm going to go ahead and open with the color side facing up, and this time I'm going to fold in half diagonally. Unfold everything and look at the places that we made the horizontal and vertical creases. I'm going to fold things in half and then pinch into the center until things shimmy around and we get a diamond shape or square shape, which is why it's called the square base. And smooth everything out. Then I'm just going to go ahead and take the side here and this edge and fold it into the center. Kind of hold it here and then put a crease on it to make it straight. Open it up, do the same thing on the other side. It helps to kind of turn it around sometimes. You don't have to keep it facing the same way. I like to kind of smooth out the tip first and then get this side lined up in the center and then go ahead and smooth out the edge. Open it up. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this part and fold it straight down between those 2 points so that I can get a nice crease going here. Open that up. Then I could take this little flap in the front and open it up to that crease that I just made. Basically, I'm going to open this all up and lay it down flat. When I do, this side's going to pull open like so and create a nice big long triangle. Get that to smooth out. Do the same thing on the other side too, until you get a nice big kite shape. Flip it over. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So I'll take this side here and fold it into the center. Flip it around for a second, make the same crease on the other side. Now there is already this crease here in the back, but it is kind of going the wrong way. If you want to help yourself out a little, you can go ahead and fold it down too. It will just make opening it up a little bit easier. Take the flap that you see here, open it all the way up to that edge, and smooth everything out till we get another set of nice big long triangles that come together and create a cool little kite shape. Now that I've folded both of these out and open into a kite shape, I'm going to take these outer edges and fold into the centers again. This is a little more of a narrow fold. It can be a little tricky. It helps to kind of start it down at the bottom, get things kind of at a good point, and then pull the edge over, holding it down with one hand and smoothing out the crease with the other. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it around and do the same thing on the other side. Flip it over, do the same thing on the other side as well. And it is nice if you can try to get as sharp of a point down here, but it's not, essential to making a good finished piece if it's a little off. Don't be too strict about it. So I should get something that looks like this. Now, one of these sides is going to serve as the head, and the other is going to serve as the tail. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this and fold it up all the way to the farthest point that it can go. And you can kind of find a good balance of where you want this crease to be. But I'm just going to make a little crease. And then when I open things up here, I can then push all of this through so that it gets in here and the creases get reversed. And I put a little pressure right where I pushed through to smooth it out, to create either the head or the tail. And I like to wait until I'm done to decide which one's going to be the head and which one's going to be the tail, because I think the tail needs to be the prettier end of the things, and it sometimes just changes depending on how you crease stuff. So I've got one side done, and I'm not really working this up too much yet. I'm just going to leave it a little loose there at the top. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side too, and it's good to kind of have it at about the same angle. So I make the crease, open things up again and push this part all the way up and through, and then sandwich everything together. And I'm going to say that this side is probably going to make a nicer tail, so I'm just going to keep that to be my tail. And then this side that I haven't finished folding down yet, I'm just going to go ahead and allow to open a little bit to create my head. Now you're going to find a spot here, leaving it open, put a little pressure on that center crease, getting it to go back the other way, and pinch it together to bring it together. And that will give you a nice little beak for your crane. And you can play around with the angle of the head and the tail. It sort of depends on how you want things to be. But that gives you sort of the finished crane. Now, some people just leave it like this. You can also fold down the wings. Depending on how you're going to use your crane, you can leave it like something like this. You can pull gently and have the center open a little so that you can have it be a little more three-dimensional. You can leave it flat. You can leave one wing down and one wing up if you're using it for a card. Lots of different ways that you can use it. But if you're just using it as a normal sort of traditional origami kind of design, you poof it out a little bit to create a more three-dimensional figure. And that gives you a completed traditional origami crane. Thanks again, you guys, always so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.